and he's having a party, right? He's pinging off the walls. He's Adam times 10. Right? There's this invitation there. You got to come and check this out. How did Nathaniel respond? Do you remember what Rich said? Because y'all kind of snickered at it when I said it. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? Now, I love that line, right? But there's a few things that line tells us about Nathaniel. The first is Nathaniel was found underneath a fig tree. Now that, from a rabbinic standpoint, a Jewish tradition standpoint, means he was studying. He was studying the scriptures in solitude. This was a common practice back then. So we know that Nathaniel is a man of God. He's studying the scriptures. He's learning. So when he says, can anything good come out of Nazareth, there's two things that he's saying. Is number one, I'm familiar with Nazareth, and it's a hole in the wall. It's this little dinky town that nobody wants to stay in. It stinks. But he's also saying, the scriptures tell us that the Messiah isn't coming from Nazareth, but from Bethlehem. So you've got Philip on one side that's pinging off the walls, excited, and you've got Nathaniel saying, really? Nathaniel has this skeptical atmosphere about him, this mood of questioning. After Nathaniel says this, what does Philip say? Come and see. I'm reminded of my son. Dad, you got to check this out. Come and see. Come on. Right? That amount of energy. Anybody who's ever had a child that's the age of 6 understands what that looks like, right? Dad, you got to come and see this. And you get there and you're like, oh. And sometimes we move begrudgingly. But we move why? Because of that excitement. It's contagious. You can't help but to go and see. Right? Nathaniel eventually went to see because the invitation was so overwhelming. The invitation was so filled with passion and excitement. Not only for what you were supposed to go and see, but also because the person inviting, in this case Philip, so desperately wanted Nathaniel to see. Come and see. Now eventually Nathaniel gets up and he says, hey Jesus, how do you know me? Because Jesus goes, oh, I saw you under the fig tree. Was Jesus anywhere near the fig tree? No. How could that happen? It's a miracle, right? There's this miraculous sense of Jesus right there in chapter 1, John's Gospel. And Nathaniel says, you truly are the Messiah. Now even he's excited. This guy who doubted, who wondered, who questioned, because of that invitation, went to see. And Jesus said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Come with me.